It's in the air and over the fielder's head. It will get to the boundary for 4. So living dangerously. That brings up the 150. 150 for 1.
Yeah, just over the top. Just mistimed the jump. And here's Zaini Z.
Thanks, Slats. A rather relieved looking man on my left. I don't know if it's too soon to be saying that, but Aqib, lag raha hai as if Lahore is on the right track.
Yeah, it is. और एक तो milestone जो हमारे लिए था वो तो achieve हुआ कि हम आखिरी नहीं आ सकते. तो अभी इस मैच में भी अच्छा लग रहा है क्योंकि जिस तरह लिनी ने बैटिंग की है. I think it's important जब important मैच में आपकी performance आए. फखर and लिनी give us a great start.
अच्छा, फखर जो है अब लग रहा है आहिस्ता आहिस्ता उनकी कुछ हम इनिंग्स देखने को मिल रही है, बट इतना ज़रूरी है कलंदर्स के लिए, आई मीन फॉर हिम टू परफॉर्म. आहिस्ता आहिस्ता लग रहा है आपके सारे टूटे हुए पुर्जे जो है ना चलना शुरू हो गए.
ये इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि ये जो टूर्नामेंट टीम जीतती है आपने देखा होगा शुरू में बहुत अच्छा खेलने वाली मिडल में आके कोलैप्स होती है और फिर टूर्नामेंट से बाहर होती है, हमने देखी है. पेस हमारी अच्छी है क्योंकि शुरू में इतना क्रिटिसाइज हुए, हारे, मिडल में बहुत अच्छा खेले और अब आहिस्ता आहिस्ता जो पेस है, दिस इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट कि आगे जो मैचेस है उनमें किस तरह से परफॉर्मेंस आती है.
I was saying, should we have a statue of Ben Dunk in Lahore somewhere?
हाँ, एक लिनी का बनाना पड़ेगा, एक डंक का बनाना पड़ेगा. वो तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर के लिए खड़ा हो सकता है अब डंक.
चले 35 चाहिए 27 में, क्या कहेंगे, हो जाएगा?
लगता तो है अब.
Yes. पता नहीं होता वैसे कलंदर्स का.
नहीं, अब कलंदर्स में बदल चुके हैं.
तब्दीली आ गई है जो तब्दीली आ गई है. But thank you so much for your thoughts, Aqib, and all the best for this one.
Okay, thanks.
Well, they've been so desperate for this playoff position. And while we may be behind closed doors, it's action like this that will get the fans going. Lahore, they're moving towards a historic moment in their HBL PSL journey.
Yeah, it's an onslaught. I'm not sure about him saying the coach slow and steady wins the race, because it's been anything but that. But I do go with him saying about the statues. We'll get Ben Dunk and Chris Lynn in Lahore. It's been far too long.
Well, if they get across the line here, I can tell you what, Lahore Qalandars fans will want to see a statue of this man. Lynn has been absolutely brutal here at Gaddafi Stadium. 12 fours and 5 sixes. That'll be wide. It just hasn't gone well at all for Multan Sultans. Without Sohail Tanvir, without the control of Imran Tahir.
Yeah, well, they've looked like a different side, haven't they? And they've taken a real risk today, I think, Multan. There's no doubt they'll maintain confidence because of how they've quite easily got through to the playoffs or the semi-final, but they've been the side to chase right through. But they've really gambled today with what they've done. Mind you, the score on the board was a good one. It was going to be a good run chase to get there. Their bowling has really let them down.
Well, the change inside hasn't affected the batting. It's just the wholesale change of the bowling effort. I think as a bowler you can come in now to the side and have some sort of feel like you've had continuity. As long as you haven't had weeks off, which none of these bowlers have, they're going to just be having 4 or 5 days off in between games. That's fine.
Good comeback, but 11 of the over, 157 for 1. What a turnaround in their campaign. Oh, he's been a bit of a passenger in this partnership, but Sohail Akhtar has hit a beautiful shot for 4. They're racing away here, the home team. 26 now required from 23.
Yeah, and Chris Lynn, he's not far from 100. He is just a little bit leaning back, but he was able to get some leverage through that and probably go hands first, I'd say, not the leg. He's just trying to rake it in football style.
Oh, he goes again, crunches this through, extra cover for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for the captain. They've been building partnerships and really gaining momentum in this run chase.
Yeah, well, Osaka run. Go, big fella. Yeah, look at him. Oh, he stopped now. Oh, he wanted to keep going. He's a 400-metre runner. He's got some batteries, this boy.
The equation is a runner ball. And this partnership 65 from 45, and 49 of those runs have come off the bat of Chris Lynn of just 28 deliveries. It's been a tough day in the office for the captain of the Multan Sultans, Shan Masood, already through to the semi-finals. What impact will this have in terms of the momentum he spoke about at the start of the game?
Well, the bowling just hasn't been able to shift lengths, lines or variations. The last two balls have been exactly the same and same result. There's a changer. Bowls a bouncer. Gets away with it. If I'm Quetta, I'm really upset. As soon as they saw the team sheets and what Multan had done, straight away it got harder for them.
Well, that's the prerogative of it, being up on top. You've got your hand on the wheel, you can do whatever you want. And if you're trying to catch up, like Quetta are, then unfortunately that's the lot you lead. That's tournament play.
Yeah, knowing Dean Jones, I'm not sure that he's going to use today as anything but an opportunity to win again. Even though they're through to the semi-finals, it'll be pedal to the metal, because he'll try and keep a winning momentum into that semi-final, and looks like it'll be against Lahore. So, you know, knowing that attitude of Dino's, it's a case of, well, we're here to win every game we play.
Multan have lost a couple of their overseas players, but Lahore have had their full contingent available, so they're at full strength.
Doesn't get through to the keeper. I tell you the other thing that Dean Jones will be doing right now, preparing for the semi-finals. 2 years ago, he turned up for the first game and he had a beautiful suit on, which had never been seen as a coach in any form of the game. So we called him Suit Jones. He will now be getting measured up in an Armani suit to look slick on the day.
Will he have his clipboard too?
Yeah, he's always got the red folder and the clipboard. Well, it's actually a book.
Cries of catch it, but that falls short. So Hale's trying to finish this quickly. It's 20 required from 19 deliveries.
Dino Mourinho, the special one. Chris Lynn, mainstay of this innings. He is the special one at the minute. 92 not out. And with plenty of runs still to get, 20 runs still to get, he's every chance.
He's gone huge. And it's maximum for Chris Lynn. Just 2 away from 100. End of the 17th over. If you're a Lahore Qalandars fan, you're sitting at home and you're thinking, is this the moment? Is this the moment that my team gets over that qualifier hoodoo? This team has never gone past the group stages and now just 14 runs away from doing just that. Partnership of 73 from 50.
I know nothing could be different, and the PCB have really reacted in a responsible manner in the way they've gone about finishing this tournament, and it's bizarre to see no one here. But I feel for those locals in Lahore not being able to get here, 35,000. There would have been some Multan supporters, but...
On 98.
But I really feel for the Lahore people that they haven't been able to turn up, and cheer in innings like this, and he's 2 off an absolute milestone for a Lahore player, but it is what it is, and it's worldwide. We had the Formula One, which is the first Formula One event of their season, cancelled on the weekend.
It's a tough time for world sport. I think the flip side of it, the time you feel gratitude, is that 80% of this competition was played to full houses. And there's so many things to think about, the health of the people around the world. And if you look at the organisers, a tough decision to make in a commercial environment where so many stakeholders have a say. So I say well done to the PCB. And you heard Chris Lynn earlier on mic. He said, well, we're playing here to empty stands, but he'd like to take his hat off to the fans that had turned up. Pindi, Multan, Lahore. We've seen packed houses in the first part of the competition.
Yeah, let's not forget we're trying to save lives here, aren't we? We're talking about sport, but we're trying to stop something that is killing people, and that's the most important thing.
Special moment. Lynn on 98. That's good bowling. He's turned it on for his team today, and yes, there aren't any fans here, but he knows how much this means for all the fans of the Qalandars. They've desperately needed him. Ben Dunk is sitting there having a good time in the dugout. Not needed today. Lahore showing their ability to find new heroes on different days. How that campaign turned around. A string of losses to start, then 3 wins in a row, and now on the brink of the semis. Smash that. Is that Usman Kadir? Sohail's having a bit of a chuckle. He thought he was gone.
Well, this did carry. Should have been caught. Would have been a good catch. Take nothing away from the fielder, but at this level of competition, did everything right. And Chris Lynn now, 99.
That's 100 for Chris Lynn, the 800 of PSL, and he's the first Lahore batsman to get to triple figures in HBL PSL history. Have a look at that smile and see how much it means to him. He's taken his team on the brink of the semi-finals of this year's competition. He's hit this high up in the air. It will fall safe. It's going Chris Lynn's way throughout this game, and now just 9 required from 11 deliveries.
Oh, that jarred his hands. He's shaking his hands, and there's always a cricketing god who'll work with you and sometimes against you. So he's had so many deliveries of that length that he's bullied out of the park, and that time the miss hit. Well, it was a good miss hit for him, but here's his 100. The first Lahore player to get 3 figures, and he's a real character as well. We got to talk to him when he was out there fielding. What a character. And what a T20 player. No surprise, he's the first to get the 100.
It's good to get him to see some reward as well. Finding his way back to the top of the order and doing what he does best. Such a dangerous side, the Qalandars. Wouldn't want to be facing them in the semi. Started off in a very poor run of form. Rooted at the bottom of the table. And they're coming home with a wet sail towards these finals.
Cracked away over mid-wicket. There is protection on the boundary. But it's just the intent these 2 batters have shown in this run chase. It's not often you see teams chasing down 180, especially in a crucial game like this. But they've doing it in some style. And you needed Lynn to tee off in those first couple of overs, get that momentum, and he did it so well.
That's the term, tee off. That's exactly what he's done. And I tell you his mentality right now. They need 8. He wants to walk off after 2 more balls. He's had enough. Let's not go into the 19th.
Well, as Michael Slater said, he's gone downtown and it's big. 6 runs.
Well, I'm giving that 8. Walk off now. That is humongous. He's an entertainer, and that's what people want to see, whether you're at home or at the ground. It can't be today, but you sit there and there are times where you go, wow. That's all you can say, because he is in dynamo mode. You can't stop him in this form.
Oh, that's his highest score in T20 cricket anywhere in the world. Just bludgeons. It's like he's holding an axe when he plays those types of shots. 2 to win.
Lynn goes again, and this will be victory for Lahore Qalandars. It's a historic day for the home team as they make the semi-finals for HBL PSL for the first time ever. What a moment. He's wanted to play a knock like this for his team, and it's come good on the right day.
Well, only needed 2 boundaries, but let's finish with 2 sixes. And they are through to the playoffs, taking on Karachi, as you say, Cass, and they should all be so proud.